What's up, everybody? I know a few people's made videos on this. Uh, I just wanted to make one to kind of get my opinion out there and let everybody know how I feel about it. This is something that we're all going to have to deal with eventually. Um, this is a real sensitive subject for a lot of people, but I believe that it's going to lead to bigger problems and it's going to lead to problems for a lot of people, especially if we don't deal with it and hit it head on. But we'll just we'll watch the video and then I'll talk about it a little afterwards.
So, to all of you conservatives and you Republicans, Christians, and evangelicals out there, this message is for you. I am a 40-year-old transgender lesbian. I suffer from an incurable and very painful disease. I do not fear jail, and I do not fear prison, and I do not fear death. I practice my Second Amendment right. I am one of 5 in my polyamorous family, and I will do anything and everything to protect them, even if it means laying down my own life. The same goes for the rest of my transgender family and everybody else within the LGBT side of things. Now, I've heard the argument that, you only make up 1% of the population in this country. Well, that's true. That is very true. But you know what? There's more of us than you. Because after all, there was enough of us to keep Trump out of office. We have allies who are also arming up, because this is a war you started. The old expression, you prod the bull long enough, you're going to get the horns. If you back a wild animal into a corner, they're going to become a dangerous animal. So if you want to die on that hill of yours of righteousness and moral majority, then you go right ahead. I dare you to try and stop me from going into a women's bathroom. It will be the last mistake you ever make. I dare you to try and stop a transgender woman in my presence from using the bathroom. It will be the last mistake you ever make. This is a call to action and a call to arms to everybody within the United States that are scared, worried, have children that are transgender, lesbian, bi, or gay. This is a call to action. You need to arm up. Plain and simple. Go out, buy a gun. Learn how to use it efficiently, through and through. Because the time to act is now. You need to protect yourself and you need to protect your fellow transgender brothers and sisters and theys and thems. You need to protect the rest of us in the LGBT community, as I'm going to do myself. I do not fear Christians, I do not fear conservatives, I do not fear evangelicals, and I do not fear Republicans. They just talk a big game. That's all they do. But heaven forbid you do something in my presence. You're going to know what fear actually feels like. I'm done. I am done with this shit. We've done the right thing. We've turned the other cheek. We've shouted at the top of our lungs. We've gone to our state legislatures. We've sent emails. We've signed petitions. We've made phone calls. We've done everything. This is a war you want, the war you're going to get. But I can guarantee you, you're not going to get the outcome you want. Because there are lots of people like me who are not afraid to die. I love my girlfriends to death, but I would rather die for them to secure their safety, freedom, and future than to live and not have anything done. So you go ahead. You protect your kids from me using the bathroom. You've been warned.
The whole thing with the air quotes, protecting your kids, like that's a bad thing. You haven't seen anything until you mess with somebody's kids. You see a mad mom and daddy, then you'll know fear. You know, it's talking about that. If you want to die on that hill, yeah, that's a hill I would die on, protecting my kids. That's a hill that me, my wife, or any parent that wants to see their kids grow up in a strong, prosperous, free America would die on that hill. Um, you talk about laying down your life for your girlfriends. You know, a good parent would lay down their life and more for their kids or for their family. Um, we don't need to buy guns and learn to use them and all that. We have them. We've been around them our whole life. Um, talking about Christians and Republicans and conservatives talking a big game and a lot of no, this was a lot of talk. You know, it's and it's like the 1%. There's more of us than there are of you. I don't believe that for a second. I believe there are a lot more patriots, hardworking blue collar Americans, good parents, and people that are sick and tired of this country going the way it's going than there'll ever be of anybody else. You know, we're the ones that keep this country going. We get up and go to work every day. I've drove a truck forever. A lot of my friends are truck drivers. My wife's a driver. Uh, I know coal miners. I know people that work in the oil fields. I know people that do a lot of different back-breaking blue-collar jobs. And they wake up in the morning and they go to the mirror. They're proud. They can look at themselves in the mirror and they can lay their head down at night knowing that they've done what they needed to do as a proud, free American to take care of their family, support their country, and do what's right. These people, they're always standing around with a handout. Most of them, they use taxpayer money to pay for their surgeries. Um, they want to sit and threaten and talk all this BS to people because we don't want them going into a bathroom with our wives and children. Um, you know, I don't know what a lot of people do behind closed doors in their own life, and I don't care. Live your life the way you want to live it. But when it comes to involving my family, my wife, my children, that's where I draw the line. That's where a lot of Americans draw the line. A lot of us, we don't care what you do in your own time. Live your life the way you want. If you want to go to Walmart and do your grocery shopping in a dress, then by all means, then do it. But when you go to try to walk in the bathroom with my little girl in there, I will stop you at the door. And I dare him to do something about it or anybody else. You will not go in a bathroom with my little girl or my wife or any of my kids or anybody else's kids. If there's any kind of kid, especially little girls, in that bathroom, I will not stand by and let a man walk in that bathroom. I don't care if it's my kid, your kid, whose kid it is. And if he had any bit of decency and respect about himself, he wouldn't even try to do that. But that's my opinion on it. That's how I feel about it. And like I said, I don't care if it's my kid or your kid. If you got a kid in that bathroom, I will not let a man walk in that bathroom with a kid. It's not going to happen. I'll die on that hill or any other hill for that matter. And he wants to talk about a war. If that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. But as long as this old body's drawing breath, I will protect my family from whoever. But a man has no place in a woman's bathroom, in women's changing room, women's showers, women's sports, or anything else to do with women for that fact. That's women's spaces. And they want to keep saying that there's no difference in it. Then how does a man go from 240th place in the men's swimming to tying with Riley Gaines for number one? And he only got it then was because they were wanted to be politically correct and give it to him since he was a transgender. I don't care about being politically correct. If people don't like what I have to say, then there's plenty of other channels on here that you can go and like and subscribe to. I would like for people to like and subscribe to my channel. I want to try to grow this channel and make something of it. I want it to be a place where people can go and hear some common sense and hopefully agree with what I have to say. Maybe not on everything, but on a lot of things. I'm old school. I was raised that way. I live that way, and I will die that way. But you protect children. You protect women. And masculinity ain't toxic. Men nowadays don't even deserve to wear the title of a man. They're more feminine than the women. Well, you won't find that here unless I play it in a video. Because I promise you one thing, I will always tell you the straight up truth, the facts about it, and how I feel. And if you feel different and you want to drop a comment or whatever, then I will listen to what you have to say. But don't expect me to censor myself or beat around the bush because I'm afraid you might not like what I have to say. I'm going to say what I have to say. And I hope you do the same. Because we have freedom of speech in this country. We have freedom, period, in this country. When we start shutting people down because we don't like what each other has to say, I might shut you down this time because I don't like what you said, but eventually it's going to come back around and I'm going to get shut down because somebody's not going to like what I have to say. And the next thing you know, we're where we're at now and nobody can really say anything. We should be grown up enough and mature enough that we can agree to disagree. But you'll never say nothing that I will censor you for. I might disagree with you. I might believe you're wrong. You may disagree with me and believe I'm wrong. But you have the right to say what you feel and what you think, just like I do. And that's what we need to get back to. But just let me know what you think. You can comment, whatever, and like and subscribe. I appreciate that, all the support. But until next time, God bless you.